The Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania has suspended its president, Narius Moloto, from the party and from participating in PAC's activities. The decision follows this weekend's PAC-NEC meeting. Moloto will have to step aside pending the outcomes of a disciplinary hearing. The party has been marred by infighting. The suspension emanates from Moloto's decision to dissolve party structures. This decision was set aside by the Pretoria High Court earlier this year. And for more on this story now, we joined on the line by the PAC's Secretary General, Apa Pooe. Mr. Pooe, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us here on SA Today. Now, I've given a bit of background to the story, but give us more details really for the suspension of the president.
Good afternoon, Palisa and the viewers. It was not an easy decision by the PAC. This was, as you correctly pointed out, the PAC had taken a decision to make an application to the court to set aside the decision of the president, whereby he sought to run the party in solitude. And the PAC was successful in that application. But subsequent to that, Mr. Moloto had clearly shown disregard for, firstly, the court order and the NEC decision, inviting him to come through into the NEC meeting, where he would be given an opportunity to raise whatever issues that he wanted to raise. He continued to sow divisions within the party and thus put the party into disrepute. It is for that reason that the PAC decided at the weekend at its meeting that we will then suspend the president and then subject to a disciplinary process, which is a fair process contained in our constitution, where he will be allowed to state his case.
So as you say, Mr. Pooe, that on previous occasions the president has shown some disregard for the court order, for example. Has he been made aware of this decision, and what has his response been?
Yes, he has been made aware. I wrote directly to him, informing him of the outcome of the decision of the NEC. He has not replied, but the process going forward will be handled by the PAC disciplinary committee, where he would appear before them.
So in terms of the party's Congress, we do know, of course, that President Moloto also decreed that the party's national conference, which was scheduled to take place in August in Bloemfontein, would have now taken place in the Eastern Cape. Any details really now regarding, in Limpopo, I beg your pardon, any details now regarding the way forward in terms of when the conference will be held?
This is one of the reasons also that led to PAC taking these decisions, because all this communication was causing confusion among the PAC structures, as people believed that it's still factionalism in the organization. But as matters stand now, the PAC will hold its Congress in Bloemfontein on the 29th to the 1st of August in terms of the court order. And all our structures are currently working hard towards ensuring that they attend and members are given space and opportunity to elect their own leadership. You will know that our party, as you correctly pointed out in your intro, has been bedeviled by divisions, people fighting over leadership. And we wanted to give space and opportunity for members to elect their own leadership. Hence, there was this court order that we definitely have to go for a Congress where members can decide on the PAC leadership.
All right. So the Congress, as you said, on the 29th till the 31st of August. But his disciplinary hearings and the processes, therefore, do you have any details regarding that?
In terms of the PAC constitution, the NDC National Disciplinary Committee has 14 days to prefer such charges against him and for him to appear before them. And then after that, it will then make recommendations to the NEC on the outcome of that. If the NDC find adverse findings against him, we will then have an opportunity to make. I'm saying in terms of the process, the NDC has 14 days. Hello?
Mr. Pooe, yes, we're still with you.
Yes, I'm saying in terms of the process, the NDC has 14 days to prefer the charges against Mr. Moloto, and then from there will then appear before the NDC, and it will then the NDC will make recommendation on its findings to the NEC, and the NEC will take the decision. Should he be not happy with the decision of the NDC, he then can appeal to the National Congress.
All right. But just in general terms, Mr. Pooe, is the PAC really not worried with the infightings that we're seeing, the court battles that are taking place? Is this not taking PAC backwards instead of taking the party forward?
Yes, we are definitely worried. That's why we took a conscious decision that the party should be united going to the last elections, and we should give the members an opportunity to decide on the issues of leadership, because this has been a challenge in the organization, and it has also cost us the vote in the last elections. Hence, we wanted to give an opportunity to members to finally decide on this issue, so that the party can move forward. We know that this party has a legacy in this country. It has a historical mission that it has to fulfill. This party has got to deal with issues that affect ordinary masses on the ground. But we have been unable to do that because of these internal fights. And we thought that with the court order that we have now, currently the PAC will now take the center stage and will begin to return to its rightful owners, which are its members.
All right, we have to leave it at this. Thank you so much for coming through. Apa Pooe is the PAC's Secretary General. They're talking to us about the latest, being that the president of the party, Narius Moloto, has been suspended from the party and has also been barred from partaking in any activities of the party. We're taking a quick break here on SA Today.